Today I'm going to teach you how to make a listing on our website. So first things first, you go to our home page and you click the button Become a Lender. From there, it will take you to this page where you are asked to log in or register. Today we're going to look at registering. From there, you just have to fill in the details. So your first name, your last name, your email, then you select a password and click register. From there, it'll take you to this page. Then you go up to the section and click Lend. From there, it'll bring you to the lender dashboard. When you get here, you click Create Product. So this next page here is where we're going to make our first listing. So the first information that we need to fill out is the item name. This is labeled by the designer, then the name of the item, the length, the color, then the size in AU sizing. So for the particular dress that I'm wanting to list, the designer name is Ginger and Smart. It is the Lucid shirt dress in green and it is size AU8. The size of the dress has to be in AU sizing. So next we move on to the description of the dress. This is kind of just a brief summary of what the dress looks like, some of the design features, that kind of thing. What you can do is look at past listings and what other people have put in the description for some inspiration. Otherwise, you just kind of describe the dress in your own words. So if we have a look at this dress here, and we scroll down here to where it says description, it's just a brief summary of the dress and some of the design features. Otherwise, you can do it more like this one, which is more of a list kind, but this is what I wrote for mine. After that, we just move on to the size and fit notes. This is just a brief summary of how the garment fits on your body. After that top section, we just move on to attributes. So the first one, color. So that is the color of the dress. In my case, it is green. Next, we move on to the designer. So for me, it's Ginger and Smart. After that, down to the dress length, it's a midi dress. And then the fit, I know for a fact that it's true for size. Then you move on to the size. Mine is AU8. This is always in AU sizing. Next, we move on to the item style. This is just the kind of events you would wear the garment to. So in my case, it would be daytime events, mother of the bride, races, and wedding guest. After that, we move on to sleeve length. So this would be a long sleeve and the condition pre-loved. So now we move on to the pricing field. The first thing we need to fill out is the retail price, and this is the amount the designer sells the garment for. The second section is your purchase amount. This is the amount you paid for the dress. So you may have bought it secondhand. In that case, you would put that amount in, but if you bought it at retail value, then you put in the same as the retail price. This information is optional for you to put in, but it's just used to help us understand your earnings from this item. Next, you move down to the rental part. This is the amount you would like to rent the dress out for. This price is entirely up to you. This one's listed at $161, and the other ones similar are a little bit higher, so I'm going to list mine at $200. I don't want to rent out my garment for 8 days or 30 days, but you are more than welcome to, so I'm just going to skip over this section. Next, if you would like your dress to be available for purchase, you pop in the purchase price. This will be the live price on the website. The original purchase price is something you don't have to fill in, but during promotions, it shows the discounted savings that people may have if you would like to discount your dress. So after that, you put in the amount of preparation days you need for dry cleaning. I usually say around 3 days is enough, but that depends on you. Depending on where you are, you may have multiple warehouses. Mine is currently only in South Perth, so that's where I'm going to ship mine out from. Once you get onto that next page, you can just scroll down a little bit to where it says item images. Here, we just want to see a couple of images of the dress, like this one here. The more images, the better. We'd like to see the front, the back at least. So these are the images here that I've previously found that I'm going to put in. Then you just wait for them to upload and then eventually they will appear. Afterwards, you can add any manual bookings you have. This may be times that you are away or that you previously have the dress rented out for. So to add these manual bookings, you just have to click add new. From there, you fill in all the fields. So the date from, the date to, the customer's first name, last name, and all the other fields required. This is pretty self-explanatory. I don't have any myself, so I'm just going to go back to the main listings page. Once I'm back on this page, I'm just going to check through that everything is correct, which I can see and then I just have to click save. So that is how you make a listing. If you have any further questions, make sure you email support@thevolte.com and they will be able to help you out with anything you need.